Welcome, language learners from all around the globe, to Listen Up, the podcast that takes you on a captivating voyage through the English language. Whether you've just started your journey or have been navigating the intricacies of English for some time, this podcast is designed to be your trusty compass, guiding you towards fluency and unlocking the wonders of English. I'm your host, Karen, a passionate traveller and an experienced teacher of English as a second language. Join me as we embark on an exciting expedition filled with British history read by a native speaker. Together, we'll conquer the challenges and celebrate the victories of learning English as a foreign language. Each episode of Listen Up will immerse you in a variety of topics, from aspects of British culture, history, and literature. We'll explore useful vocabulary that will empower you to communicate confidently in English. If you want to read along with the podcast, head to my website www.onepawinthesand.com/ESL. The link is in the description. But this podcast isn't just about learning English in isolation. It's about building a community of language learners, supporting one another, and fostering a love of the English language. I encourage you to engage with us through my Patreon page, where you can connect with fellow learners, ask questions, and share your own language journey. So, whether you're sipping tea in Tokyo, walking the streets in Sao Paulo, or studying in a bustling cafe in Berlin, Listen Up is here to accompany you on your quest for English fluency. Join me as we embark on this transformative expedition, where language becomes an adventure and your dreams of effective communication become a reality. Today's episode is called Death of John Smith. People in Britain really like beer, and there are some special people who make our favourite drinks better. One of those people is John Smith. He was very good at making beer, and everyone knew his name for making really great tasting drinks. John Smith was born in a pretty place called Yorkshire in England in the year 1824. He came from a simple family, but he loved working hard and wanted to know all about making beer. He became very famous for making beer that tasted really good, and everyone liked it. When John was young, he started learning how to make beer. He learned everything about making beer, such as what ingredients to use and how to make it taste amazing. John Smith was famous for making beer that was always really good. He always tried to make it even better by coming up with new ideas. One thing he did was use clean, natural spring water to make his beer. This made his beer taste better and different from others. He also made sure to use the best ingredients, such as the finest malt and hops, to make his beer taste great. People loved his beer because it was always top quality. As the years went by, John Smith became really successful at making beer. He bought lots of places where people could enjoy his beer, and he made sure everyone could get his beer in their local pubs. His most famous beer was called John Smith's Bitter, and people loved it so much that it became very popular in England. John was really good at making different kinds of beer that people liked. He made ales and bitters that tasted good to lots of people. That's why his brand, John Smith's, became very famous, not only in England, but also in other places. Even though John Smith died on this day, 9th of September 1879, his special beer still exists. People still love to drink his beer because it's really good. His name is a symbol of good beer, and it will always be remembered. And that wraps up another episode of Listen Up. I hope you enjoyed learning about my topic today and practicing your English. Remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. If you have any lingering questions or want to continue the conversation, I've got some great opportunities for you. First off, I offer private lessons for those of you eager to expand your knowledge further, whether it's practicing today's subject or exploring other topics. I'm here to guide you on your English journey. Reach out to me through my website or social media platforms, and let's embark on a personalised learning experience together. I have been involved with training people for more than 10 years. I've been teaching English as a second language for over a year, in which time I have taught over 500 students, many of whom are regulars. But wait, there's more. If you're a devoted fan of Listen Up and want to show your support, consider joining our Patreon community. Your contribution directly helps us bring you more episodes and maintain the quality of our show. Your support truly means the world to me, and we couldn't continue this podcast without you. So whether you choose private lessons or Patreon, or both, I look forward to staying connected and exploring the fascinating realms of English as a second language together. Thank you once again for joining us on Listen Up. Until next time, keep practicing.